Just as I have told that I finished Legends of Intermediate class in 5th month, and today I would like to elaborate about the Song of the Free, the last poetry of the intermediate class. This poem has been written by Swami Vivekananda, and he was one of the greatest reformer of his time. He has explained this poem with a hard work and with a great resolute. He has told about this poem that how we will get success in our life. The extract of the poem is that we should never be faltered or discouraged in our life. We should go until we get success in our life. This poem expresses poet's faith in the divine character of the human soul. This poem tells us that we should never be faltered in our life so long as we get success in our life. And this poem tells us that the world is full of misery and sorrow, and we should not care about that, but we should always be careful about our target. This poem expresses the divine soul of the God, and author tells us that Godhood should be the aim of human beings. How many human beings are available on this earth? If they believe in the God, so many type of difficulties comes in their life, they should not be discouraged. In this way, they will get success. This poem tells us that a person who believes in God and work harder and harder and not be faltered by the suffering, failures, dissoluteness, discouragements, a day will come when he will succeed. This poem tells us that how we can be great believing in God. Actually, I would like to tell about the preliminary life of Vivekananda, who had expressed this poem. The preliminary life of Vivekananda are very simple. Before becoming a saint, he was a normal person and he did not believe in God. When he found his guru Ramchandra Paramhans and asked the question whether you have seen the God, then Ramchandra Paramhans told, yes, I have seen the God, inasmuch as I see you. In only one clear sense, he replied. And in the same way, he became the disciple of Swami Ramchandra Paramhans. And then he began to believe God, and he wrote many poems, he wrote many Advaitavad. And this poem has been the extract of Advaitavad. Just as Buddha has told that the world is full of suffering and sorrow, as the same way this poem expresses the doctrines of Buddha we can find in this poem. Vivekananda also walked on the path of the Buddha. And he said that the world is full of misery, troubles, trials, tribulations, hardships, and ups and downs we find in our life. And ups and downs of the world gives us an opportunity, gives us a way how we will get success in our life. And as a result of which, ups and downs of our life give us an opportunity to show our best power. I would like to elaborate the present didactic teachingful line of this poetry. The one day snake its hood and fall, the flaming strip jode blaze, the day will sail around the class of hard-struck lands raise. I would like to explain the sum and substance of these lines. The snake is the wounded snake. It means when the snake is struck, when the snake is hurt, it shows its hood. The flaming street of Jyoth blaze, it means when we blow up the fire, it will burn brightly. The desert is around the class of hard-struck lions raise. It means when we struck lions, or lion is struck by any hunter's arrow or bullet, his roar can be heard throughout the forest. I would like to tell the further line of this poem. When the lightning cleaves its breast, when the soul is stirred to its inmost depth, great ones unfold their best. It means when the lightning splits the cosmos of the world, then it will pour a heavy fall of a rain. And when the lightning cleaves its breast, when one is stirred to its inmost depth, it means that when a great person is stirred to its inmost depth, they show their best power. I would like to elaborate the further line of this poem. The further line of this poem is that let eyes grow dim, Angiers grow faint, and Francis fail and betray, and let eyes Francis fail and betray it, and let fate's 100 hours send, and clotted darkness block the way, and to nature where one angry frown to cross you all to still know my soul. We are divine, march on and on, nor right nor left, but to the goal. Let eyes grow dim. I would like to express about that. Let eyes grow dim. It means our eyes may be fail to us, may be failure to us. Our ears may be failure to us. Our even a closest friendship may be failure to us, and beloved of our life may be failure to us. Swami Vivekananda try to make us understand that so many type of things which are very beloved to us, that's all things may be failure to us. But we should not be discouraged, and we should go until we get success. At last, Vivekananda told us that we are divine Machana and on Narat, but to the goal it means Vivekananda told that everybody has a divine power, and if he believes in God, he will get success in his life. Yes, that's all. My dear student, for getting notifications, please like and subscribe this channel. That's all.